Why?
I thought she said it was really cute.
No.
Come on, just say it. That was it?
No, that's not what it is. No. I'm trying to figure out what I think I know.
When am I ever going to use this? Not when I'm an architect.
You've got in your portfolio?
Yes, Architect Goldthwait. I'm going to go over the new blueprint I thought up yesterday for the new building.
Very well.
Here's the wall. It goes straight up from the ground. Nothing very
Now I see what
exciting
you're doing there. But see, here you have it as 6 feet. I think it'd be better as 8.
You're
Because
right.
then you have more architectural
6
support.
plus 2 equals 8 feet for the wall.
There you go.
Now, I'm going for a vaulted arched ceiling design.
Oh, yeah.
So, we set the ceiling up this way. Have a pine rafter in the middle. It's the keystone. It's roughly 1 foot wide.
Yeah, you'll get a lot of support with that along the arch.
Yeah, resting on top of this.
Now, could you move the pine to the other side?
No, the pine has to stay in the center.
I understand.
Now,
Architect David, do you concur?
do you have any input, Architect Davey?
I concur, architect.
Actually, Architect Davey, do you know anything about transformations of functions? Why did you concur? Let me teach you a thing about the transformation of functions. When you have a function f of x plus c, the graph shifts upward c units, the same c you find in the equation. To shift a function downward, you have a graph of f of x minus c, where you shift down c units, as given in the equation. To shift a number of units left, you have a function f of x plus c. To shift a number of units right, you have a function f of x minus c. To stretch a graph of a function horizontally, you must have a function which includes c times f of x, where c is the factor of the stretch. To compress a graph vertically, you must have a function, the quantity 1 divided by c multiplied times the function f of x, which would compress it by a factor of c. To compress horizontally, you must have a function f of c times x, which would compress a graph by a factor of c. And to stretch horizontally, you must have a function f of x divided by c, which would stretch horizontally by a factor of c. Now, to reflect a graph about the x-axis, you must have a function negative f of x. And finally, to reflect a graph about the y-axis, the final form of transformation of functions, you must have a function f of negative x. Do you understand now?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. The graph of y equals 2x looks like this. How would the graph of y equals 2x plus 5 change this? Well, using y equals f of x plus c, it says that you have to shift the graph of y equals f of x c units upward. And in this case, c is 5, so we take the original graph of y equals 2x, and then we use this and make it y equals 2x plus 5, and in this case it shifted the graph 5 units upward, as seen right here.
One thing I could get to do is, if I'm not from wine, I can delay the.
Surely I wouldn't use this if I were a cowboy.
I challenge you to a quick draw. You got it, partner!
On second thought, let's have a math off.
Wait, what?
What is the geometric significance of an even function? Wrong! The geometric significance of an even function is that it's symmetric with respect to the y-axis. Hot damn, you're dumb! And what is the geometric significance of an odd function? Wrong again! An odd function is symmetrical about the origin. Maybe you should have paid attention in calculus class.
You can also tell if a function is even or odd based on its symmetry. In an even function, the function is symmetric with respect to the y-axis, here, and in an odd function it's symmetric with respect to the origin, using here.
I could be a pirate and never use calculus.
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. We pillage, we plunder, we rifle and loot. Drink up, me hearties, yo ho. We kidnap and ravage and don't give a hoot. Drink up, me hearties, yo ho.
Arr, matey! Welcome aboard the USS Derivative.
Ahoy, Captain! I am ready to pillage and plunder.
Pillage and plunder? You're working on the books below deck. You know how to graph a function, correct?
Sure.
You don't sound too sure. To graph a function, you have to find the slope and the y-intercept and graph accordingly.
What's slope again?
Slope is rise over run, my dear.
Okay.
And when you're done, swab the deck. Arr!
Okay, Captain Redbelly.
To sketch the graph of f of x equals 2x minus 1, you have to look at the function and find out the slope, which is 2, and the y-intercept, which is 1. Therefore, to graph it, you take the y-intercept and it crosses the y-axis at -1 here, and the line slopes upward at an incline of 2, and that's rise, which is 2, and then run, which is 1. So then you have the graph.
I know, you don't need to know math to be an explorer.
Dude, you want to go exploring?
Heck yeah! Extreme sports!
Yeah! Are you ready?
I'm ready!
Yeah!
Gosh, exploring is so much fun! You don't need any type of education for this kind of excitement!
Actually...
What?
Can you tell the difference between an even and an odd function?
No? But who needs that anyway?
In order to navigate these trails, you need to know even and odd functions! A function is odd if f of negative x is equal to the negative of the function for every number in its domain.
Great!
A function is even if f of negative x equals the original function for every number x in its domain. Got it?
I guess.
Stellar! Now let's hit the trail.
Okay!
Is g of x equals 1 minus x to the 4th an even function? In order to find out, we have to take the inverse, which is g of negative x, which equals 1 minus the quantity negative x to the 4th, which then equals 1 minus x to the 4th, which is our original function. So therefore, g of x equals 1 minus x to the 4th is an even function. Is f of x equals x to the 5th plus x an odd function? To find out, we have to take the inverse, which is f of negative x, which equals negative x to the 5th plus negative x, which then equals negative 1 to the 5th, times x to the 5th plus negative x. And that equals negative x to the 5th minus x, which equals negative the quantity x to the 5th plus x, which in turn equals negative f of x, which is the negative of the original function, and therefore the function f of x equals x to the 5th plus x is an odd function.
So,
Marriage is love.
Yeah, dude, ready to ski extreme sports.